Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Students, today we are going to have lecture number 8 of 10th class. As we have completed the translation of our lesson, that is lesson number 1, named as Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, an embodiment of justice. We also have done some parts of the exercise of this very lesson, and today we will do the other parts, the rest parts of the lesson. First of all, we have noun phrase. First, we discuss what is phrase. Phrase is a group of words with incomplete sense, means it is a group of words but not meaningful. It can be the part of a sentence but not a sentence itself, because it does not give full meaning, complete meaning. As far as noun phrase is concerned, a noun phrase is a group of words that does the work of a noun. Means noun phrase performs the same function as of noun. For example, as a young trader, he earned the good reputation of being an honest, fair and just businessman. Means here we are talking about in the first part trader and then businessman. Means they both are noun and the words added with them are performing the function with noun. Means noun phrase does the function of a noun. Now we have an exercise. Underline the noun phrases in the following sentences. In this exercise, students, we are to underline the, and you will underline the noun phrases on your books. First sentence is, this is an old fashioned hat. In this sentence, the main noun is hat and the words performing the function with it are an old fashioned hat. So you will underline this very group of words. Then we have, we discovered Fahad's plans. Now in this sentence we have the noun phrase. First of all, we are to see which is the noun in this sentence. Noun is Fahad. In this sentence, Fahad's plan are noun. A rolling stone gathers no mass. In this sentence, we have a rolling stone as a noun phrase. Students, in 4 and 5 sentences, you yourself will identify the noun phrases and then underline the sentences. Then we have an exercise having two types of sentences, past indefinite and past continuous tense. In these sentences, we are to use either past indefinite or past continuous tenses according to the requirement. So first we see, what dash you when I dash you last night. Students, in this sentence, in the first part, what were you doing when I called you last night, means in the first part we will use past continuous, and in the second part we will use past indefinite. Means in the first part the action is going on, and in the second sentence the action was performed a little time ago. Let's see the second one. I dash in the cafe when you dash me. I was sitting in the cafe when you called me. Same as in the above sentence. Then we have, when you dash at the bus stand, we dash there. Students, in this sentence, when you arrived at the bus stand, V dash there. Here is B, B-E-B in the bracket. Students, one thing worth remembering is that B is the root word of Izamar, was, were and had been. Means it shows the existence, and Izamar are its present form, was, were are its past form, and had been is its past participle form. So here we will use were. We were there. Now sentence number 4 and 5 will be tried by you. You will do it yourself. Then we have punctuation. Punctuate the following paragraph. Students, in punctuation in this paragraph, according to the punctuation rules, when the sentence starts, we are to use capital letter, as during the summon the sentence is starting from during, so the D will be capital. An Ansari seeing some men from the tribe of Banu Talba. Here Banu Talba is a proper noun, so we will use capital letters here. Sitting there stood up and pointed towards them and said. And now after said we will use first comma, then when the sentence starts from O Rasul of Allah, we will use inverted commas before and after the statements, because students, whenever first and second persons are used in any conversation, it means that it is the exact words said by someone. So we are to use quotation marks, inverted commas to highlight the statement. It means that we are using, we are reading, we are writing the same words said by someone. So we will use inverted commas from O Rasul of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We will use capital R for Rasul. Their ancestors killed a member of our family. Here the sentence completes. So we will use full stop. Then W will be capital. We appeal to you to get one of them hanged in exchange for that. At the point of that, the sentence is completed, so we will use full stop. Then the new sentence is started. The Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied. Students, we will use capital T for the, because the sentence is starting from here. Then R for Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, R will be capital. Replied, the revenge of the father cannot be taken on his son. Now also we will use inverted commas from the sentence. The revenge of a father cannot be taken on his son, because these are the exact words. So students, when a new sentence starts, we are to use capital letter. When we have some nouns, some things in a series, we are to use commas. And when we have a sentence completed, we are to use full stop. And when we have an interrogative statements, we are to use question mark. And when we have some sentences said by first or second person, means that sentences, if that sentences have first or second person, it means that these are the exact words. So we are to use inverted commas for the statement. So students, these exercises are very useful in accordance with your MCQs in the board exam. So be careful about all of them. Thank you so much.